Hello, Ethan. I thought flame retardants make a material fireproof, but things like appliances and houses still burn. Why bother using flame retardant materials in the first place?
It can be confusing, Adriana. But remember, flame retardant materials are designed to prevent ignition or retard fire growth, rather than make an item fireproof. The definition of retard is to delay or hold back in terms of progress, and flame retardants do just that. Let me show you a graph and give a few examples to clarify how flame retardant materials function and provide benefit during the course of a fire. This graph is showing time versus temperature. The further to the right, the more time that has passed. The further up, the hotter the fire. Prevent ignition. Ideally, flame retardants prevent a fire. For example, perhaps a lit cigarette accidentally lands on a hotel lobby carpet. Fortunately, the flame-resistant carpet only smolders and does not fully ignite. A fire is prevented in this situation because the floor covering is compliant with U.S. federal law and can resist the small amount of heat from the cigarette. Slow flame spread and lower heat release. In some cases, the energy source is hot enough to start a fire. For example, if a space heater tips over, shorts out, or gets too close to drapes, ignition might be more likely, as it is a much larger energy source versus a cigarette. In this case, even if a fire occurs, flame retardant drapes or flooring materials can help slow flame spread and lower the overall amount of heat released from the fire. Prolong escape time. For the space heater example, flame retardants are activated and help slow flame spread and reduce the heat release or fire intensity. This gives people more time to escape, plus more time for fire services to respond. In fact, numerous studies have shown that flame retardant materials can add not just a few seconds, but multiple life-saving minutes for escape and response time. Delayed onset of flashover. As a fire grows and heat builds up, there is a risk of flashover. Life-threatening flashover happens when all the combustibles in a room are ignited by temperatures that reach greater than 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Flashover in our graph is shown by the sudden heat rise. In this case, the fire quickly becomes too big for flame retardants to further adequately control, just like when some fires become too big for even water to put out effectively. Flashover is not survivable, but the presence of flame retardant materials can increase the time to flashover. For these situations, every second counts. Fire penetration protection. In public facilities such as hotels, fire stop materials are used to seal small openings between rooms for utilities like piping and electrical work to keep people safe by slowing the spread of fire and smoke. Intumescent flame retardant coatings are often applied to steel to help prevent structures from extreme heat that might lead to building collapse. Such protective coatings have up to a 4-hour fire rating. A fully formed fire will continue to burn until it runs out of fuel, runs out of oxygen, or is cooled to a point where it can no longer propagate. I hope these examples help you understand the benefits of flame retardant materials, Adriana. Over to you now, Zoe.
Ethan, thank you for the explanation about the beneficial role of flame retardants during the course of a fire. For further information,